So, you didn't think I was going to do it, did you? But no, here we are. Happy Little Dice, episode 1. And of course, I'll be working with some nice bits of resin once I get it mixed, which is over here. That'll take some time, but obviously we're in some scary times. And the thing is, this is your nice little safe, maybe 10 odd minutes where we don't need to think about that anymore. Just want to be nice and relaxed. Which is quite difficult when you're wearing one of these masks. It makes it really difficult to talk. But we are here with my Ribinator moulds, my wish moulds. We're going to mix up some resin, obviously using all of our proper safety equipment, thus mask, an open window, rubber gloves, PPE people, it's what it's there for. And we are going to be having some experiments. I'm going to be doing a nice purple and green with some gold. And my second one is going to be black. Of course I will have to pop this open with a nice bit of red. And maybe we'll spend a little bit of time, we'll think of some stories to go, you know, these are probably going to be character dice, I think. So, first on the list, get your cup, which you're using to mix your resin in. Plastic is not good for the environment until my silicone cup turns up, which will probably be in about 6 years, knowing how Wish is at the moment with all this postal stuff. Go for a nice 60mm. There we go. 60mm of hardener, and then more of the epoxy. It's all been proper well scientifically done, this has. 1, 2, 3, more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there we go. And now comes an agonising 3 minutes of stirring, which is not going to be massively interesting, but we can talk about what you want, to be honest. I mean, despite everything going on at the moment, you know, the chance of catch up on all those books you've had on the shelf for years, all those DVDs you got 18 Christmases ago which your Auntie Gertrude gave to you. Hope she's alright, you know, I hope you're picking shopping up for her. But we're all looking after each other, and that's, you know, what we need to do at the moment. Say, phone people, write letters. I think the post office is still going. I don't know, I'm at work all the time. So, like I was saying about these moulds, these ones came from Wish. They're not bad. They do tend to bubble, especially this massive D10, because there's lots of games that need D10s, like, you know, anything made by White Wolf or Cyberpunk, or anything that requires a percentile to go with it. And these nice Ribinator ones will probably get replaced in the next 6 months, because these are good, but now there's a better method for making them. That's 1 minute done. This is the most tedious part, of course, of doing things like resin. Observing all safety measures. But the effects you can get are marvellous. You not got any crafting projects going on? You know? This is your time. Time to get all those bits of housework done. Get that shelf up the wife told you to do 2 years ago. There you go, there's your amazingly satisfying video for YouTube for the week. Chunky bloke mixes resin. I normally have some music on at the moment, but when my budget increases I might actually put some cheerful background music in. Maybe the sound of like a river. No, it's not the cat. I may have my assistant cat turn up occasionally. I think she's given up for the day now and just decided to go back to bed. It's alright for some, isn't it? The thing about being an animal, you don't get furloughed, you're just covered in fur. Oh, okay. I don't get a snare drum for that one then. 45. Still, could be worse. Now, talking about inks, I've had a surprising amount of good luck with felt tips. I genuinely thought that I was going to get some terrible results out of these, but yeah. Felt tips are pretty good, although these ones we're using pen ink very similar to the ones you get out of one of these. And I quite like those. A little bit of sparkle going on. Why does this take so long? Look, it's the exciting bit of making colours. It's only about 30 more seconds. Just hum a happy little tune in your head. Maybe when you hit 20 seconds, use whatever tune it is you wash your hands with. I hope you are all washing your hands at the moment. It's kind of scary really what people were doing before this. How on earth were they washing their hands? So I'm just observing my little watch on the side here, probably another 30 seconds, and then we'll be done. Taking a slightly blue hue. That's fine, it's only a little bit of blue. At the end of the day, these might look nice, they probably won't look professional, but that's not what we're here for. We're here just to have a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun with colours. Colours of the rainbow. 15 seconds. Oh, thank goodness that's everyone done with. Pull that lovely resin off. Put you in your drying box. Ready for next time. And let's split the batch. Maybe not you. So, we've got about 90mm of resin, which is plenty to make 2 sets of dice, and we have some excess we'll put into Big Boy. And I've had some quite interesting ones come from using that. Just using scraps. Quite nice. They make numbers, that's what you want. So, first of all, we're going to crack open very satisfying. A little bit more. Yep, it's about equal. So, first of all, crack this open. Okay, and then we're going to pop the end. And we're just going to squeeze a little bit of ink out. This is not a precise science, I admit. You don't want too much ink either. Put too much in, it will end up like a licorice tablet. As much as I love a licorice tablet, you can't eat these. Come on, don't be a pain. There we go. Probably they're a bit more viewable to you, huh? There we go. Perfect. Okay. It's not a precise science doing this, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's only for a bit of fun. Take everyone's minds off everything. Maybe one more drop, I'd say, for that. A nice bit of colour going. We've only got half an hour use time on this, Otherwise it begins to catalyse and it all gets a little bit warm. What I discovered the other day, which was a bit terrifying when it started to burn. Yeah, over there. Wash your hands. Now, I was thinking for this black one, might have a bit of a Typhling Rogue thing going on. So a nice little bit of black. And we can find a suitable thing to drop it in with. We'll do. A little bit of red. There we go. See that? Give it a mix. Hopefully this should come up reasonably clear. Maybe a little bit more red, I think. Thank my dear mother for giving me all these extra bits I can use. There we go. Very nice. For this one, we are going to be going purple and green. So, one thing I have learnt doing this, you put your dark colours down first, and your light colours on second. So we'll get that out, and we're going to end up doing a split on this, okay? So, purple. Oops, all that. You can go into there, that's fine. Yeah, we go, fine. It's all good. 3 drops of purple, into the box, and for the green, hands a quick clean, and in with the dark green, I'm going to throw a little bit of gold. Maybe some kind of Fey Warlock colour, I'd say. A quick stir. Who knows, the half-elf, he's kind of lost his way in life, and he's decided to go down the path. Get himself a nice Eldritch Sugar Daddy. And why not? A little bit of gold in that as well, perhaps? Yeah. Chuck in a little bit of gold. Yeah, that'll do. Fun you can have with glitter. So, that's pretty. Okay. So there we go. There's our first set, and there is our second set. So we'll do, set your pipettes up, 3mm, shouldn't need that much. So we will put the green, so these we'll put into these and make it a bit easier to see, and these, this one, we will set to start filling. Start those filling up. So, simple as, let the air pressure do the work for you and just go into your hole and just go boop, boop and fill. And if they're not great, then it's no great worry, to be honest. So it's just here for a bit of fun. I need another pipette. Gosh, I wonder where my supply is. Oh look, another pipette. Dunk. Let those fill up a second. So into the D12 we go. Lovely pink. I think we're going to get a nice colour at the end of that. So go back to the red and gold. You see, sparkle, sparkle. Already refilled. So, this Typhling Rogue, what's his story? Dragged into his family business, perhaps? a man that does not want to be subject to his family's rules and decide to join a thieves guild. It's really up to you. It's your character, so be your dice. Something weirdly satisfying about this whole thing, you know. It's nice getting to play with colours. Colours of the rainbow. My favourite, the D4. Make sure not to overfill it. So I've got to get another colour in there. To the D8. I will have access off these. That's a given. But we'll find a use for it. As the great man once said, no accidents, happy little mistakes. Or what's that effect? Now one thing I will have to deal with will be the bubbling coming off these. Now I've had some very good suggestions from people of how to deal with that, and I think I know what to do. So that will all happen off camera, and then beginning of episode 2 you can all come back and watch and see what the result is. And if they're not great, it don't matter. It's still good. It's all good. We're not here to judge. We're just here just to enjoy ourselves and watch somebody making some dice. Stick up. Okay, let's drop a little bit. Ooh, that's a nice cut. Look at that. Wasn't supposed to be that green, but that'll do. Get that in there. Watch the sparkles fly. Pretty sparkles. Okay, I do genuinely like these new pipettes I got. I do like that nice thinner end to it. Go for this D20. Well, maybe not a Fey Warlock of the Fey, maybe a Bard. Bard it really enjoys a hurdy-gurdy and some named stout. Named Irish stout. Refill. Refilled. You got any colour suggestions for us? I mean, I'm always happy to take suggestions from people. I like to hear what people have got to think. So listening is a skill which we all know everyone should cultivate. So if you don't listen, how will you learn? Very nice. Come back. That's about halfway for the moulds. Default's about to fill up. There we go. Okay, put some more on this percentile. So look at our little D4 here. Ooh, look at that. See how the colours have managed to make their way down? That's going to look rather fine when it's finished. The corners are filled up. Doesn't look like there's any external air bubbles, but I will still give it the hot water treatment just to force them to the top. And it'll be fine. I think I will have enough left over. Ooh, that's the D8 filled. I think I might put the rest into Big Boy. I like a big D20. There's no bad thing about it. Okay, so fill up a second. Get there. the end of that one. Just gonna fill up a bit. Put it all into the big D20. How are you looking? Oh, you're looking good. Okay, we'll start filling you up. Okay. Oh, it's filled, that's good. Start filling up this D20. I'm quite liking these ones. There's something immensely satisfying about making your own stuff. It's nice, just the sense of achievement at the end of it. Ah, you're back, cat. No, I'm not putting the old grey on. And suffering with these creatures all demanding Earl Grey constantly. And even a bourbon biscuit. And that's the end of that one. Put you over there for drying. Pour the rest of you in and done. Now make sure you keep your pipettes upside down. Let that nicely drain out, and you might be able to reuse that. No point wasting plastic. Filled. A little bit more on top, just to give a bit of drainage. And just refill over. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. It may not be the most interesting thing to watch, but we're not here, you know, to stress out, get angry. Just here to just chill out. See what the day brings. I mean, brought some lovely weather today, if you enjoy sunshine. Or viewers will get like me, this is a small part of the hellscape. Your only joy is now not being too hot. Ooh, there's a few bubbles in that, there shouldn't be bubbles. Let's have a look. Oh dear, that's alright. Only some bubbles. Bubbles don't hurt anyone. Unless they're filled with acid, but you don't want no bubbles to do that. That's bad. Okay, let's get you in there. Fill this one up. Hopefully to the top. There we go. Very nice. We've got a bit of colour mix there, but that's not bad. Sometimes you just get a nice little result off it. Sometimes it's the little surprises that make the best things. Let's fill up this one. I think this one's going to be a lot pinker than the others. But again, we're not worried. Just some dice. Not the end of the world if they are. They'll still roll, they'll still generate numbers. And ultimately, that's what we wanted to do. So, big boy. Might be a little combination of 3 of these, I think. That's cool. They're starting to combine. That's fine. Sometimes they do that. Give that a quick wipe. Good news of that. Put it in the drying pile, ready for use later. Okay, there's another one. The good news is, off a big old bottle of resin, you can do loads. dice. Just a little bit more. It's a lovely colour. I like that colour. Actually, while we're here, I can follow on to my experiment. What does resin stick to? Greaseproof paper, cling film. If they don't cling to either, then I've got a really good set of experiments coming. Maybe even something a little bit impressive. Give you a little coating, give you a little coating. Yeah, you're good. Put you in the hole. She's all nicely filled up. It's sort of a zen moment, really. Just let the day take you. Can't go anywhere at the moment, apart from maybe out for a walk. Which I'm probably going to do after this, to be honest. Take a trip around the estate. It's all good. Oh, the big one is filled. Drop a new. Drop a new. Oh, that's weird. But it's not unpleasant. Sometimes the best things are. We've all got the additional glitter, which will just get everywhere because it's glitter. And we're getting close to the end. Go to clean up. Oh, turns out I had a bit more resin than I thought, which is no, like I said, it's no bad thing. Just find a use for it. Top up some of these, get the sprues nice and full, ready for sorting out tomorrow. Right after I get back from work. Hopefully this should just work. Yeah, that'll do. That's the end of the pink. And even more of this done. Because the good bit is, although it's black ink, it should come out a marvellous translucent. Yeah, that'll do. Pull the rest of that in. Top these up. hopefully that should be enough. Oh yeah, come on. Let's get some good colour in there. There we go. There's always a little bit left. So, thank you for watching the first episode of Happy Little Dice. I look forward to seeing you next episode, and we'll see what the results are. You have a good afternoon, look after yourselves, and stay safe.